Hello, everyone. Wish you a very good day. I hope that you, your loved ones, and your colleagues are safe and well. Indium is excited to welcome you all to this webinar on jumpstarting your e-commerce journey. My name is Anand Venkatesan, a Vice President with the Application Services Unit of Indium. My co-panelist for the session, Ms. Aarti, is a technical architect who loves to solution e-commerce applications for the enterprises. And now moving on to the agenda for this session. We would like to start off with some historical growth numbers of e-commerce business, its relevance during the ongoing pandemic, and also discuss some of the emerging trends in this area. We would then move on to review the most common feature sets of a typical e-commerce platform, followed by a very comprehensive comparison of 5 major platforms under different parameters. We then take a moment to reflect upon SpreeCommerce, an open source platform which we believe is best equipped to build a store that resonates with some of the considerations in these pandemic times. And finally, on how can Indium help partner in realizing this e-commerce vision for you and your enterprise. Now, let's start by looking at some historical numbers and the projections made about the trend of sales via the e-commerce platform. E-commerce sales have grown, and for a good reason. Online store shopping is one of the most popular activities by surfers these days. The sales are projected to increase from about 1.3 trillion US dollars in 2014 to 4.9 trillion US dollars in 2021. That's a steep threefold growth over a 7-year span. While looking at how attractive the online option is for the shoppers, several countries have reported that 75% of their shopper population has already tried online shopping or has expressed great interest to try that in the near future. This is a huge opportunity to tap to. And most importantly, these numbers are all pre-pandemic projections. While the pre-pandemic numbers by themselves are quite staggering, these are bound to increase several times with the onset of the pandemic. Having said that, let's review some of the recent trends on the consumer behavior over the last 3 months. About 90% of the consumers have changed their conventional shopping habits post the pandemic. This change doesn't fully indicate the shopping via the e-commerce platforms, but even simple changes like calling or texting your grocery shop list with an order and picking them up from the roadside curb is also a change. The key thing to note that is the people are forced to look for alternatives to traditional shopping patterns. Coming specifically to online ordering, 50% of the consumers have ordered their stuff online, which they would have otherwise bought through a direct store shopping. And 60% of the consumers still fear going out to shops in person due to the ongoing pandemic. And interestingly, 73% of the online sales which were done over the last 3 months were through mobile devices. And there's a big paradigm shift happening in grocery sales with more shoppers going online. And abstracting these trends across geographies, we see some interesting insights. The United States and most of the Asian markets prefer online shopping for almost every category other than apparel. Europe's online adoption is at a far slower pace when compared to its counterparts in Asia and America. Globally, 20% of traditional store shoppers have declared that they will not visit malls even after the pandemic subsides. So this is something to chew on. And I would like to quote an example on how a combination of innovation and digitization can be rewarding. I would like to take an example of a fine jewelry retailer based out of Ireland who had started to do online digital consultations for engagement rings, post which they do sales through their online stores. And remember, this is a store which only had a physical shopping complex in Ireland. And with pandemic, they have quickly resorted to a digital option, which has enabled them to not just do sales within Ireland, but they are now shipping to 100 countries worldwide. So that is a benefit that digitization can bring in to your business. Now moving on, let's look at the different technology, process, and the business innovations that are trending in the domain of e-commerce. First, let's look at voice commerce. Voice commerce is a non-visual experience, which means that The customers have to select their products by providing a verbal description of their needs without browsing a product catalog. Instead of a voice search as a browsing experience to research what they have to buy, they already search the product that they intend to buy and only use voice once they have decided on the purchase. So voice search based purchases are generally low valued products, something similar like low cost electronics, food items, homeware products, etc. This e-commerce trend has grown in popularity since Amazon launched their smart speaker, which is Echo. A recent stat points that 13% of their smart speaker owners in US use it for buying stuff, and this percentage is predicted to grow by 55% in 2022. And we already saw in the previous section that 73% of recent sales done are through mobile. So improving the e-commerce experience for mobile customers can be a huge opportunity for the businesses to tap to. So increasing the usage of mobile devices is in a way indirectly has propelled e-commerce to a good extent. People just don't shop online. They also use their handheld devices to browse or do research before making their mind up to buying something. So we may need to make sure that not only our core website, but also our e-commerce portal is optimized for the mobile devices as well. The next is social commerce. Social shoppers are rapidly increasing as well. Ever since Facebook and Instagram platforms introduced a channel for sales, social media has become an essential cog in the e-commerce ecosystem. So these social media platforms act as channels for inspiration and allow brands an opportunity to be discovered while people scroll through their feeds. As social media continues to become a regular part of our daily habits, its power to influence e-commerce trends will only increase multifold in the days to come. So that's why businesses need to adopt a strategy that is inclusive of social media as well. Business Wire estimates that a global retailer spending on AI will be close to 7.3 billion US dollars. Much of this spending is for increasing the personalization experience of the customer during their online shopping experience. Most of the enterprises strongly believe that giving a more personalized experience for the customer will give them a competitive advantage. Demand forecasting, AI-driven contextual discounting, chatbots are some of the areas in which AI is being already used in e-commerce. And the number of use cases where AI will become used in the coming days is only left to the business's imagination. One of the main concerns that the people have while shopping online is the inability to see the product firsthand. Now, augmented reality is a technology that helps bridge this gap and enable online shoppers to better visualize the products that they are interested in. With the use of online augmented reality, customers will be able to better understand if the products that they intend to buy meet their demands or not. Companies are using augmented reality not only to enhance the customer experience, but also to allow their shoppers to test and explore the products in a way they typically do when they visit a store physically. So visual commerce is all about enhancing the normal static visuals. It increases the appeal, as instead of simply using product photos to promote the business, visual commerce takes it a step further by incorporating other types of visuals, such as consumer-generated media, interactive content, engaging videos, and of course, augmented reality, which we saw in the previous section. Visual commerce also includes employing image recognition market, ICR, which has an estimated investment potential of about 81.9 billion US dollars by 2026. And what makes e-commerce so appealing to the new age shoppers as opposed to traditional brick and mortar shops are the attractive deals and discounts that these online channels have to offer. While deals and discounts remain routine of any e-commerce model, we are also witnessing a spurt in the subscription-based shopping for consumers who buy the same products frequently. This trend will have high prominence on the sales of baby essentials, FMCG items, pharma goods, etc. And finally, the personalization fact. So we already looked at personalization to some extent in the augmented reality. Personalization of e-commerce has become crucial marketing strategy for business who are looking at pushing their sales for getting a better customer retention. Instead of consumers coming to the mobile app or website with a requirement, smart businesses are making deals and offers on the basis of information extracted from the consumers in the form of demographics such as their age, sex, location, weight, height, and whatever factors that influence the shopping pattern. Now, having seen those trends, now look at some of the common feature sets that an e-commerce platform has to offer. So a typical e-commerce platform has some of the common feature sets as base features, and then you can also select a set of features as add-ons. So some of the core features that we saw in a typical e-commerce platform are the inbuilt UI themes. So if you are an e-commerce business, you would not want to develop your UI from the scratch. You would naturally want to be using some set of templates and themes which are better suited for your business. So these are the inbuilt UI themes which enable you to start from a predefined set of look and feel GUI, and you can use that to extend it to your business. Product SEO. So search engine optimization. Again, search engine optimization is one of the feature that pretty much every other e-commerce platform will provide. So you could have seen many concerns from businesses that their businesses are not getting discovered in the digital web. So search engine optimization is one of the key aspects that enables businesses to get discovered, and there are ways in which you can achieve that through the search engine optimization routines that pretty much most of the e-commerce platforms provide. Now, product management.
The product management comes up with variety of features like maintaining your product price across different countries, product price based on the tier pricing, or product price based on the rules and roles of the customer. For example, you could have a small customer or a medium-sized customer or a B2B customer, so you could manage your products and pricing there. And it also allows you to manage your product images and the videos if needed. Homepage management is typically the banner image of your website. So the we would have most of the things like the carousel image, video components, and the marketing components, and your promotion, new products. All those things could be customized as well as it could be edited from the CMS component. Rather than doing it over a code and requiring a deployment, this would be a pretty straightforward option. Menu and navigation. So the categories changes with every season and also with new festival time. So we would be able to change the menu as well as it will automatically pick up the breadcrumbs for the site, and the build of the URL will also be based on the breadcrumbs. Product analytics comes from the orders as well as the customer views. We could tell you which the product the more customer is most interested in, the products which will have the upselling, cross-selling, and all these are dynamically built rather than keying in which is upselling and which is cross-selling. Promotions and discounts are most of the things like order level discounts, product level discounts, category level discounts, buy X, get Y free, all those things are possible. Newsletter, most of the customers prefer reading customized newsletter in the FMCG sector and also in the apparel sector, wherein you give a newsletter and you could click through and get into your site and purchase the product directly. It could land you on the product page. Social integration is appending the reviews and feedbacks from social media as well as posting your reviews and feedback. Shopping from the social integration sites like Instagram and the Facebook is also possible. Payment gateway integration, we do variety of payment gateway integration here with CyberSource, PayPal, Insys, Alipay, Razorpay, Stripe. We support multi-country modules as well. Coming to the add-ons. Add-ons are things which are not mandatory to the product, but it is good to have. So when you have a large number of products, when you want to do a product upload, it is easier to do a bulk product upload rather than going and creating the product one by one. So we support bulk product upload through CSVs and Excel sheets, and we also support through other formats as well, provided with a certain template which will be provided. Integration with e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Etsy, Merchantry is possible, and we do provide plugins for that. We do provide stock integration as well as the price value integration using that. Content management system lets you manage the content across countries. The content which you see in US site might not be the same which you see in UK site. So this allows you to have a different content catalog for the same set of product catalog. Multi-product comparison comes from the classification attributes. We come up with a very defined level of classification system for the categories of the product, which allows you to fill in the data and it will automatically populate the product comparison table. Mobile applications are very having a very huge impact in e-commerce because omni-channel e-commerce is gaining importance these days. Mobile application gives you way for both Android and iOS and also for hybrid apps. Search customization can be done in multiple ways. So the search customization is different from SEO. SEO is for doing the search on the Google, whereas search customization is the customization which you do it on your e-commerce website itself. For example, when I search for a white shirt, it should give me white shirt, not a white shoe or a white handkerchief or even a white towel. So this is what we do in the search customization. And there are a lot of artificial intelligence search-based engines that are available, which could be plugged in into the system. Rewards and loyalty. So rewards and loyalty are the regular things which you gain points and then you accumulate it and then transfer that into a cost or you transfer that into a promo code. So that is also a possible solution which comes as part of the add-on. UI and UX design. We do very comprehensive UX and UI design. So the UX design makes it seamless for any effort integration and the movement of the customer along the path of the purchase is guided very well. Advanced analytics. Advanced analytics could be provided with your product predictions, stocks, how much would be the need of the hour and what will be the predicted sales. Those kind of use cases can be handled. Business BI dashboards include the finance statements as well as the returns, refunds, how what is the sales that is made on a monthly basis, which product category sells best. Those kinds of dashboards could be provided. So these are the comprehensive features that we have in our system. Coming to the platform comparison, so we wanted to do a comparison of various features. We do have a list of extensive features that we are going to compare. Now I would walk you through the main important functionalities that we would need to consider for any e-commerce platform. So we have taken 5 different systems into account. So we took ShareTribe and Shopify because Shopify is best in B2B and ShareTribe is best in B2B. OpenCart, Magento, and SpreeCommerce are framework-based platforms which you install on a server, and they do also have a cloud versions available. So the main functionalities of the product and the main functionality of the catalog category will be discussed in the upcoming slides. What makes Spree more different from the existing platforms is the product features and the product classification. So the product features and product classifications gives you an extensive view so that you could search either by a product or by a category or by a classification or a keyword that you use to define your classification. So that level of accuracy is given and the search results are quite forward. And you get a SKU-based URL as well as a category-based URL and you can configure it on the go, which type of URL you want to present in your screen. It is better to see xyz.com slash category 1 slash subcategory 1 slash product, as well as it's also better to see it as xyz.com slash product code. So any type of URL that you want to configure is pretty made easy. And the shorter the URL, the greater the impact on the Google search. So that is why where we do SEO optimization on the dynamic URL. And product search is quite easy when it comes to the inbuilt search engine. So we do have extensive works done on Solar as well as on the Lucene search engine, which are the base of any search engine out there, which helps us to provide more flexible search results as well as the relevant search results on the go. So the category-based promotions. The category-based promotions are out of the box in Spree. For example, I could mark a particular category and say any product that belongs to this category or any product that belongs to this subcategory can fall under a promotion. I could also add, if I want to add any excluded products in that category, I'll be able to add that as well. And the cart. So when it comes to the cart, multi-country based payment gateway integration is possible, though it is going to give you a different payment gateway integration for every country, it is still made possible. And single step checkout and multi-step checkout. So everyone actually loves the one-click buy in Amazon. So that is also possible in your own website, provided you have the same set of configurations done in your system, and you could do a single step checkout rather than entering details each and every time. So these are the possibilities that makes it easier. And cart restoration. So most of the e-commerce systems out there do not do cart restoration more than 27 or 28 days, or you can mention it maximum to 45 days. Whereas we do a clear differentiation between anonymous cart as well as the customer cart, and we do a cart restoration for a prolonged period of time, and it's flexible to be mentioned or configured on your admin UI. So order refund and order cancellation are part of any of the e-commerce system, because customers really want to buy as well as they want to get a return or refund in case they are not satisfied by the product, and that impacts the brand mostly. So SpreeCommerce takes care of the order cancellation and refund, and it is also well guided with the refund fulfillment process as well. It actually helps you get the refund fulfillment of the order back into your system, and it helps you track till the product is returned back to the inventory. So coming to the rules and views permissions, so StreetCommerce actually supports both marketplace as well as B2C and B2B in a single system. Because of that, you have a variety of rules and permissions along with the workflow process, which is actually inbuilt within the system, which is not that comprehensive in Magento or OpenCart. You could actually use a workflow system to do a product approval. For example, you could get a person who could create a product, and then it could go through the manager approval, and then it could go live. These kind of catalog management through approval process is also possible in SpreeCommerce. Coming to the marketplace functionalities. So marketplace functionalities, like you have a vendor login, letting the vendor manage their reports, manage their orders, manage their own promotions, pricing, stock, everything is possible. Even if the vendor wants to integrate their own integration with Amazon or Etsy, that is still possible with Spree. We have done extensive code on top of it so that it helps the customer to visualize what they want to sell. It is just not another selling platform. It also helps you manage your stock and inventory for the vendors as well. So that is one unique feature to e-commerce. And if you want to have your own merchant page, you can actually configure your merchant page in the content management system, provided the rules and access for the CMS system is provided within your roles. Coming to the homepage management and content pages management. So Indium have built an extensive CMS on top of SpreeCommerce in Ruby on Rails, which allows you to manage your content pages. It is not managing your product pages and the home pages. It allows you to manage all your static pages using a drag and drop Viswig editor, which helps you to do the work easily and maintain the site easily. It doesn't require any deployment, which makes it flexible for the businesses to use. Coming to the search page design. So on the search pages design, we always prefer having the data which we wanted to see. Tomorrow, if I want to call off the short description or long description from the search, that is still configurable on Spree in the backend. We let you configure the parameters which you want to search, and we also let you have the recommended parameters. This enables us to do a comprehensive search customization, which works both for Google as well as for the search inside the website as well. Even if you want to do a search on the search results, it is still possible. Having a search bar when you have thousands of product in your search results, to filter out the results is much more easier as well. And the regular things like chatbot integration to guide your customer is all supported by SpreeCommerce. So we also, Indium have done extensive work in SMS and email things, whereas you can enable and disable notification of every single trigger of events, and also manage or turn on or turn off the notification. So that is both possible for both email and SMS, and that is manageable in the admin tab. These kind of minimal things, because the customer doesn't want to see 4 emails for a single order the customer have placed. So the comprehensive email or the email which you want to send and everything can be guided, and it could also be enabled on your admin portal. Coming to the performance of the system, why Spree? So Spree is very good and flexible on the flexible dynamic programming languages, and it's very good in performance, and it's highly scalable. Coming to a platform built on PHP and comparing to the platform built on any other programming languages, the other hard-coded languages gives you more security, and the security aspects are covered very good. And the scalability of Ruby is very high, and it's highly scalable as far as every environment is concerned, and it's have proven results on Ruby on Rails. Since SpreeCommerce is using Ruby on Rails, it also adapts the same scalability and flexibility factor with which you could handle almost like 200 to 300 transactions per second. And it's also flexible, having an API which allows you to do the integration with any of the front ends out there. So why SpreeCommerce? SpreeCommerce is very good to design. It is flexible and it's a very lightweight. It gives you a very good transactions per second, and you don't have any licensing issues because it's commercially open source and you are free to use it. And you can modify any component of Spree, or you can plug in and play with any legacy systems. And the quick view optimization and everything, most of the commerce functionalities are out there as gems which you can plug in and play with your existing e-commerce portal.
So let's quickly look at how Indium can help you in realizing your e-commerce vision. So the service offerings that Indium offers are the technology consulting to help businesses select their optimal e-commerce strategy that aligns with their vision. We can also help businesses to onboard to selling platforms like Amazon, Etsy, Instagram, Shopee, and Lazada. And Indium's core offering is building a mobile responsive e-commerce portal with base features configured, and any other additional customizations we can build it as per the requirements. We can help develop powerful cross-platform mobile apps on React Native. We can also help the e-commerce platform integrate with external systems like payment processors, logistics, supply systems, etc. We can finally host the system in any infra of your choice. And Indium also helps in the maintenance of e-commerce portals with the SLAs, and also build any required enhancements as needed. So why is Indium uniquely positioned to partner you in this journey is that we provide several value-added value-added themes. First is we have a very deep understanding and the subject matter expertise of the domain through our extensive market research. Indium has a dedicated portfolio of full-stack application development engineers to help develop the end-to-end system, and finally maintain the systems also. And that can happen in diverse technology, be it Rails or PHP or any other technology that drives the e-commerce platform. And so we have skills to carry out solutions that can tap onto trends that we have viewed in the previous slides, like the AI trends, the augmented reality, etc. Because we have a dedicated AI RPA practice as well in Indium. And Indium is listed in the top 15 BI firms to consult in 2020. And our analytics practice can help you build some advanced analytics in your e-commerce system. And Indium's dedicated security test practice helps e-commerce portals undergo rigorous security tests to ensure that your customers have a secure shopping experience. And finally, our acclaimed iSafe framework can help to automate functional tests so that any development and the test certification of your customizations can be lightning fast. So we have finally reached the end of the presentation. Now we are open to take any question and answer sessions. Okay, so I see a question on someone asking about Magento's end of life and how about migrating to Spree, etc. So let me take a moment to talk about that. Yes, you are right. The Magento 1.9 version, in fact, every 1 version of the Magento is being marked for end of life, and you will not receive any security update or fixes to those Magento versions. And all Magento version 1 users are encouraged to move away to either Magento 2 or to any other alternate platform. So if you're looking for a customizable, scalable, and an open source e-commerce platform that can help you build the requirements for years to come, then Spree is definitely one of the options. I believe the latest version of Spree is 4.1 in the market now. And there is a question about mobile apps as well. Yes, Spree can develop, help you develop very responsive, smooth mobile that runs on almost all the platforms, be it Android or iOS, be it a phone or a tablet or a PC, through a React-powered UI. Okay, so I see a question from Rahul Patil, which is the best platform, Magento or Shopify? Rahul, thanks for that question. So we do not have a definitive answer, or there is no definitive answer for this question. It entirely depends on your context of the requirements. We have seen businesses who has requirements that maps very well with Magento in some cases, and for some of the customers, Shopify makes a perfect fit. And for a few, none of the 5 which we have represented makes a fit. They can even go with a platform that is as simple as a Wix. One platform cannot fit all the businesses. That's the crux of the solution. So the reason for presenting a very comprehensive comparison of the platforms under different parameters is to enable you to start thinking your requirements in the line of those parameters, so that you can make a very informed decision that for your context, for your requirements, which is the platform that resonates with you the most. Okay, I see one new question. The question is, my online bookstore started as a small venture. We built initial e-commerce platform on Wix. It used to work well when we were selling limited products. But when our book collections increased, we are noticing a performance drop. And our SEO is also not very satisfactory. Can SpreeCommerce address this issue? Aarti, you want to take that?
Yes, Anand. So yes, SpreeCommerce can definitely take that up. So usually SpreeCommerce product spars well actually minimum for 1 million to 2 million products, and we have seen a very good performance, and there were no performance impact with Spree handling large number of products along with the SEO as well as the internal search options.
The question is, my business runs on OpenCart and I'm quite satisfied with the site's speed and performance. However, the business needs me to dynamically keep changing the content several times, for which I need to do deployments again and again. This is an overhead, as I cannot afford to have so many interventions in my live site. I'm also dependent on my technical team to make changes. Do you have any solutions to handle this in the Spree model? Aarti?
Yes. Indium have built a customized CMS on top of the SpreeCommerce on Ruby on Rails. This allows you to maintain each and every page, including your home page till your static pages, FAQs, at the CMS UI on the admin panel. So you'll be able to do changes and you'll be able to see that immediately just by pressing a sync button, which will sync your content catalog online. There would not be any need for any deployments.
And I think we have come to the close of the session. Thank you everyone for your time so far, and wish your businesses a good luck. Feel free to reach out to us in case you need any assistance in any form. Our contact numbers are displayed on the screen now. Thank you everyone once again. Stay safe. Bye-bye.